Guys, may ipapanood ako sa inyong isang video. Ito po mga kaibigan, mabuti na lang at talagang napalitan na ang Duterte administration. Kung hindi mga guys ay talagang tuluyan na tayong masasakop ng China. Alam niyo ba mga kaibigan na nirecruit po ng past administration or Duterte administration etong mga Chinese nationals at inilagay po nila sa auxiliary ng Coast Guard. At take note binigyan pa ng matataas na ranggo. Parang na-overtaken tuloy mga kaibigan itong mga Filipino Coast Guard. So kaya naman pala hindi na nakapagtataka kung bakit kapag meron tayong mga RORE mission ay gosh, magugulat na lang tayo nakaabang na ang barko ng China at binubuli tayo. Yun naman pala, meron pala tayong mga spy dito na inilagay, guys, sa Philippine Coast Guard. Mga Chinese na inilagay sa Philippine Coast Guard as auxiliary at sila po ang nagsisilbing mga spy. Gosh, dito kitang-kita natin kung gaano talaga binaboy ng past administration or ng Duterte administration ang Pilipinas. Mabuti na lang at ito po ay nasa wata at nakita ngayon sa panahon ng ating Pangulo Bongbong Marcos. Panoorin po ninyo kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Eto po.
The Philippine Coast Guard says it previously recruited Chinese nationals as auxiliary members of the agency, but they have since been delisted. The Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary is a voluntary, uniformed, non-government organization attached to PCG. During the House Committee on Transportation's hearing on Wednesday, March 20, Surigao del Norte Representative Robert Ace Barbers asks PCG Commandant Admiral Ronnie Hill Gavan about the recruitment issue, which was raised by Senator Francis Tolentino last year.
I understand that most of those recruits who were Chinese have the ranks of Brigadier General, Commandant, and all those things. And parang na-overtaken yung Coast Guard.
We went through a process in coordination with relevant intelligence and national security concerned agencies of government. And in fact, we have already delisted 36 of them. We did checks on their compliance to the standard set, and we found that they did not comply.
According to Gavan, these foreigners served as the agency's auxiliary members for about 2 to 3 years until they were delisted in December 2023. The PCG official says the delisted members have failed to secure a national security clearance among the requirements he imposed on foreign applicants upon assuming his post in October last year. He adds that they were still investigating how these Chinese nationals were recruited or whether they submitted pertinent documents for employment. Upon hearing this, Barbers suggests the panel look into the PCG members involved in the foreigners' recruitment process. He also expresses concern that these Chinese auxiliary members might have served as spies, especially with the ongoing conflict between the Philippines and China.
We should backtrack. Sino yung nag-recruit dyan? Bakit pumasok yan? At wala naman silang compliance, wala namang national security clearances. Bakit naging membro na auxiliary yan? Somebody, somehow, sometime, somewhere, have allowed them to become members of the auxiliary.
So kita nyo na, yan po ang nangyari sa Duterte administration. Yan. So, sino ang nag-recruit niyan? Guys, maniniwala ba kayo na walang alam dyan si Duterte? Siya yung commander-in-chief. Imposible na wala siyang alam dyan. Diba? Guys kaya naman pala ganun. Na kapag merong mga RORE mission, nakaabang na kagad ang mga Chinese Coast Guard. Kasi meron palang spy. Ang daming mga Pilipino nangangailangan ng trabaho. Bakit kailangan silang mag-hire ng Chinese? Diba? Yan talaga mga kaibigan matatanong mo talaga.
Trabaho. So dapat unahin mo na tulungan yung mga Pilipino talaga.
Nandito magtrabaho, hayaan mo.
Napaka-unfair kasi marami mga Pilipino na walang trabaho. So dapat unahin mo na tulungan yung mga Pilipino talaga.
Kasama na loob. Para sa amin, mapupunta na sa kanila.
Sa totoo lang, nasasaktan talaga ako sa ginagawa nila ngayon. Kasi sa totoo lang, dapat Pilipino talaga. Parang iniisip nila na hindi kaya ng Pilipino magtrabaho yung gawain ng Chinese.
Sabi nga daw po nila kukuha sila ng tao na taga rito sa amin. Pero hanggang ngayon wala pang abiso.
Utang inang bayan na to. Mahirap kayo. Utang ina. Sige. Magtiis kayo sa hirap at gutom. Wala akong pakialam. Gawain na lang ninyo kaming province, Fujian, pati Philippine Province of China. Province of Philippines, Republic of China. Makuha mo ang Philippines, wala nang problema.
Oo, di ba? So yan mga kaibigan. Kita niyo yung bill ni Duterte? Sabi niya, magpo-produce ito ng maraming trabaho sa mga Pilipino. Anong nangyari? Sino ang kinuhang construction workers? Chinese. Sino ang kinuhang mga engineers, mga foreman, etc., etc., Chinese. Sa panahon ni Duterte, grabe yung pagbagsak ng mga Chinese dito. Yung influx ng Chinese dito, grabe. Kasi, dito sila nagtatrabaho. Oh. Diba? Nakita nyo, pinapangakuan pa nga yung isang lugar kung nasaan nandun yung construction ng project, pinapangakuan na kukuha daw doon ng construction workers, pero wala. Kasi nga, merong mga pumunta dito, mga Chinese, dito sila nagtrabaho. Oh. So, pinapaboran talaga ni Duterte during his time, Chinese. Bansa natin to pero ang nagtatrabaho, Chinese. Philippine Coast Guard, Chinese ang mga auxiliary. Tapos may mga ranggo pa, overtaken yung yung mga Filipino Coast Guard. See? Ganyan po. Ganyan kamahal ni Duterte ang China. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, di ba? Pag nagkagipitan to, nagkaroon talaga ng halimbawa in the future, nagkaroon ng giyera ang China at Philippines. Guys, baka magsuot yan ng ng uniforme ng military ng China at doon yan sa side ng China makikipaglaban. Ganyan yung kanilang puso Nakalin talaga sila sa China. Grabe mga kaibigan. Remember si Percy Lapid, sabi ni Percy Lapid, pag sinandok mo ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas, 60% punta ng China, 40% lang ang mapupunta sa Pilipinas. Yan na during the time of Duterte. Kasi nga, yung mga guys, construction workers, mga nagtatrabaho dito, China. Pati sa Philippine Coast Guard, China. Pinapasok pa ang Pogo. Mga Chinese din ang nagtatrabaho. Diba? So, kitang-kita natin kung ano ang kulay ni Duterte. Pro-China po siya. Ready siyang ibigay ang Pilipinas, ang West Philippine Sea. Ready siyang ibigay sa China. Kasi ang puso niya, Chinese. Yan yun mga kaibigan. Kaya kayo mga DDS, gumising na kayo. Gising-gising kayo pag may time. Dahil ang Pangulo ninyo na iniidolo, hindi niya mahal ang bayan natin. Doon siya. Doon talaga siya sa China. Kita nyo, minumura lang niya mga Pilipino Mahirap kayo. PI. Namatay kayo sa gutom. Pero kapag Chinese, ang ganda ng kanyang trato. Diba? Yun lang. Admin Rich. Komentarista.
Laos, it is always an ally of China. Vietnam, same thing. Widodo of Indonesia is neutral. Duterte of the Philippines is veering towards China. Because China has the character of an Oriental. It does not go around insulting people insisting on policies to follow them.
Kayong mga Pilipino nakikinig ngayon, boundary lang, tubig lang naman, hayaan mo yan. Insist on Philippines, Philippine Sea. Karami ng dagat natin, di ibigay na lang. Sige, yun na yan.
To my friend, sa Xi Jinping, the leader of China. Kasi nakaibigan ko talaga. And I value his friendship and his word. My friends, marami kaming Chinese dito sa Pilipinas. Ancestry namin, Chinese.
非常高兴及西向中国国家主席习近平
Tayo. Yun ang history, tapos nag-file sila ng kaso, nanalo tayo. Yung papel, sa totoong buhay, between nation, yung papel, wala yan.
As President, I have sworn to this solemn commitment from the very first day that I took office. I do not intend to yield. Filipinos do not yield.
Kaya nga sabi ko, why are you so sparing? Gusto ninyo, gawain na lang ninyo kaming province, Fujian, pati Philippine province of China. Di wala tayong problema. Libre na lahat.
Our definition of our territory and our maritime zones with what international law permits and recognizes. This has been inscribed in Article 1 of our Constitution. As Senator, I was proud to co-sponsor our Archipelagic Baselines Law, which defines the basis of our maritime jurisdictions. As President, I look forward to signing our Maritime Zones Law, which will clarify the geographic extent of our maritime domain. Our efforts stand in stark contrast to assertive actions that aim to propagate excessive and baseless claims through force, intimidation, and deception. In the West Philippine Sea, we are on the front lines of efforts to assert the integrity of the UNCLOS as a constitution of the oceans.
Kayong mga Pilipino nakikinig ngayon, boundary lang, tubig lang naman, hayaan mo yan. Insist on Philippines, Philippine Sea. Karami ng dagat natin, di ibigay na lang. Sige, yun na yan.
We have defined our territory and maritime zones in a manner befitting a responsible and law-abiding member of the international community. We have submitted our assertions to rigorous legal scrutiny by the world's leading jurists.
Gusto ninyo, gawain na lang ninyo kaming province, Fujian, pati Philippine province of China. Di wala tayong problema. Libre na lahat.
As President, I have sworn to this solemn commitment from the very first day that I took office. I do not intend to yield. Filipinos do not yield.
Laos, it is always an ally of China. Vietnam, same thing. Widodo of Indonesia is neutral. Duterte of the Philippines is veering towards China. Because China has the character of an Oriental. It does not go around insulting people, insisting on policies to follow them, and trying to control.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are not only unyielding in protecting our patrimony, our rights, and our dignity as a proud and as a free country. We find the strength to do whatever it takes to protect our sovereign home, to the last square inch, to the last square millimeter. The life-giving waters of the West Philippine Sea flow in the blood of every Filipino. We cannot allow anyone to detach it from the totality of the maritime domain that renders our nation whole. As President, I have sworn to this solemn commitment from the very first day that I took office. I do not intend to yield. Filipinos do not yield.
I cannot really find a very cogent reason why a war should break out.